Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another One Piece the Card Game unboxing for a starter deck for Uka. Set 11. So this is kind of cool. I really like it's really neat that each set has been adding more and more current stuff. Although it would be kind of cool if they go back and have some starter decks focused on some of the older things. That I think would actually be really neat. Because it's even like the first ones that came out were like Straw Hat, but then it was like the Four Empires, the Animal Kingdom, and which is the worst generation. So they're already hitting like way up into the earlier stuff, or the newer stuff at the time. Obviously, as more things come out, you want to see more of these characters. Definitely cool. We have like Big Mom and this and movie film Red and all that. But it would be neat to go back and like hit on some of like the other, like have like a Baroque's Work set or even just like straight up East Blue set, something like that. Like some of the earlier stuff would be really cool to do. Alright, so if you're not familiar, we're just going to kind of go through all these. We have 50 card deck, 1 leader card, 10 Gon cards. There will be 15 different types of cards. 8 commons, 2 uncommons, 2 rares, 2 super rares, and 1 leader. If you wonder why there are rarities in a starter deck, this is so if they ever decide to reproduce them in like another set. Maybe like a reprint set. Maybe do that once in a while, like reprint old cards. They already have a rarity established with them. Plus, it just also like helps them just lead up to like kind of like their ranking or maybe power level. Alright, so she's gonna have a green deck. Not sure what else she's gonna have. I will crack this open, but I will state right off the bat that I am not, if you've seen any of my other One Piece videos, I'm not very far into this series. I've seen through like Skypia, I've read through Skypia, I've seen and read through like Impel Down and stuff, and a couple of the other things here and there, but I haven't read all this. So I don't know a lot of these characters personally or very well, but we'll go through them. I believe Uta is Shanks' daughter. Alright, so the game's actually going to come with a little instructions, playmat, they all come with those. So nothing spectacular there. We have our deck of cards. The greenbacks here, of course, are our Gon cards. And then, of course, we have all our blue backs. So our Gon cards are just the regular ones. So 10, same as any other one. If you again watch some of my other videos, you can see that they do have special collector sets, as well as in some of the booster packs you can get special Gon cards with different pictures of different scenes from the manga and stuff in them, which is really cool because you can kind of fancy up your Gon deck a little bit. And then we're going to have our red back, which is our leader, which is where we are going to start. So yeah, we are going to start with Uta from the film series. Okay, cool. That's kind of fun because there are some cards she even hasn't heard, which are going to link to the film. So this might work well with the other starter deck we had. You had the film in it as well. Alright, so what does she do as a leader card? When attacking, once per turn, reveal 1 card from the top of your deck and add the 1 film type card to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. 1 card from the top of your deck and 1 build card and up to 1 film card type to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of your deck. Interesting. So basically, it's saying it's kind of weird. So maybe there's something that can up that number at some point, but otherwise, if you reveal 1 card, if it's a film type, you can add it to your hand. If not, you put it back on the bottom of your deck. So if you stock your deck with film cards, this will be very powerful. Otherwise, it's not gonna matter. Alright, let's jump in and see what else we have. We have 2 copies of the super rare, which is the Uta version, in case you want to use her in other decks as well. It's just a nice foil treatment. This is the box cover version. Just blocker, and end of your turn, you may trash 1 event card from your hand, except to one of your film type characters as active. Ooh, it's gonna play around with degenerative events. which is really cool because now I haven't seen any cards that really dealt specifically with those. Then we are going to have our other super rare regulator, which we also have 2 copies of. Something nice and cool foil. So this is New Genesis, which is a music and film card. Music is a new type I have not seen before. Meaning, if your leader is Uka, look at the 3 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 film card other than New Genesis, add it to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order to set one of your Don cards as active. Okay, so cool. So she's going to use her main ability to probably find these event cards that are film cards, which will be really helpful, or maybe other characters have them prepped. Use cards like this to help find it, and then she can use that other one if you have her regular version out to trash them to prep her characters. So it's kind of cool. Like, oh, I already have my characters. I don't need to look for them. Then you can instead spend your event cards to look for other stuff. So we have some cards in here. This is interesting. So rather than being a brand new starter deck with all brand new starter cards, it looks like these are all from one of the sets. One Piece Series 2. So I'm just checking to see if they're all that. Let's see if there's... Okay, I'm going to skip right to the some of the event cards. So we have 2 copies of Backlight. Meaning, if your leader is due to choose one, rest up to one of your opponent's characters at a cost of 5 or less, or tail up to one of your opponent's rested characters at a cost of 5 or less. Meaning rest them or tail them, depending on what you use. Now this is so this is Starter Deck 11, card number 1. This was card number 2. This other foil ends up being card number 4, and this is card number 3. So we have up to 4, and I have 4 copies of this, which is card number 5. So I believe those are the only 5 new cards in the set. Otherwise, all of these look like they're from the second series. So this is interesting because so far every starter deck has had all brand new cards, with the exception of maybe like a couple, like 1 or 2 cards at the end of the deck. But most, almost all new cards. This only has 5 brand new cards. So if you really want to like lean into this theme, that's cool. But if you're looking for a bunch of brand new stuff, this might not be the way to go. Just to point that out. Alright, so we have I'm Invincible, also a music film card. May set to one of your Uda leaders as active. Trigger one of your leader characters, gains plus 1,000 power during this turn. So those are the 5 brand new cards. 1 new character card, 3 new event cards, all based on film and Uka's ability to like find them. And then we're going to have a bunch of old cards. There's only 1 more event card, so we're just going to look at that right away. We have 4 copies of 3 Sword Styles Onigiri. So Film, Supernovas, and Straw Hat. This is, of course, Zoro has counter one of your leader characters, up to one of your leaders or character cards gain 6,000 power during this battle. Then play up to one of your characters at a cost of 3 or less with no base effect from your hand. If you want a character that doesn't have a special effect, you just summon them. Trigger, rest up when your opponent's leaders or characters at a cost of 5 or less. That seems to be the key thing that's going to be happening in here. Alright, then we're going to jump right into our characters. We have 4 copies of Brook. On play, one up to 1 Film or Straw Hat crew type character at a cost of 3 or less from your hand. So he's going to help you get out some more. That is really neat look in this series from this film. We have 4 copies of Monkey D. Luffy, who's a Film, Supernovas, and Straw Hat crew. Who is blocker and on play. Play up to 1 Film or Straw Hat crew type character at a cost of 4 or less from your hand. So yeah, his green deck is going to be summoning guys left and right, is what it looks like. We have 4 copies of Usopp, who's Film and Straw Hat Crew. So he doesn't have one of those special abilities, but like Luffy will be able to summon him, or that Onigiri card can summon him. We have 4 copies of Jinbe, Film, Fishman, and Straw Hat Crew. We have 4 copies of Tony Chopper, Film, Animal, Straw Hat. Don 1, when attacking, rest up to one of your opponent's characters at a cost of 2 or less. 4 copies of Trafalgar Law, Film, Supernovas, and Heart Pirates. Active main, you may rest 1 Don card. You may return this character to its owner's hand. Play up to 1 character at a cost of 3 or less from your hand. So these guys are going to be just pumping out guys, is what they're trying to do. We have 4 copies of Nico Robin. Play up to 1 Film or Straw Hat Crew type character at a cost of 2 or less from your hand. We have 4 copies of Frankie, Film, Straw Hat Crew. No special abilities otherwise. And then we have 4 copies of Roranoa Zoro, Film, Supernovas, and Straw Hat Crew. So cool. So basically the whole thing is you're going to have a couple of characters. Uka's going to be using her abilities here to like find a film card, which every single card in this deck is film. So basically she can every turn basically draw an extra card. If you switch all this stuff, you can do that. But then she's going to use her other versions to like make herself active to keep doing that, or but she has to be attacking, so that's the only thing. She'll have to attack a lot, but you're going to have a lot of characters to boost you up. You have some good blockers. You have lots of cards and characters that summon lower level cards, to throw them out there, let them sacrifice themselves. You're going to have so many, be drawing so many. Who cares if they keep sacrificing themselves over and over? But yeah, this is definitely an interesting, different set, because it only has them 5 different brand new cards, which do total, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 physically new cards, but 5 different cards. Those are all from set 2. And there are other film characters. You can get different colors if you have a different colored leader, if you want to combine some of that other stuff together. I also noticed we do not have a Sanji or Nami for this set as well. So like they're probably in the other set. You can maybe pick them up as well to support some of these other cards. There might be more green event cards that might be useful. But yeah, that's what we have. So this isn't a very long video, basically because a lot of these cards are the same, and a lot of them don't have special abilities. But this is just about pumping out characters as quickly as possible. We do have that music crate. It was not used, so we'll see if that's utilized in the future at some point. But there we go. Very interesting. So yeah, if you're looking at picking up a new deck just to expand your gameplay, get some more cards, or maybe you missed out on set 2, this would be a great way to pick up a bunch of them characters. Or if you didn't have set 2 or didn't have much of it, and you also picked up the Shanks film deck, which is purple, I believe. Here's some other cards you might eventually be able to like supplement together to make one full deck. Alright, there we go. See you guys later. Bye.